What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Watching YouTube while driving. So I jog every other day, right? So I get up in the morning yesterday and I just see it for the umpteenth time, as people would say. Person driving their car while I'm jogging. The steering wheel is here, but they like this. Like they literally like this, like hand, phone in hand, like, like I can see you, man. Don't even worry about it. And I thought about it. We used to make fun of women driving, doing makeup in the mirror. Now that's like a thing of the past because people are just on the phone all day. And I can put myself in that. Just on the phone, it's more important to look at this video. Look at Instagram. Look at that TikTok. Gotta hit the brakes. I got this. I got this. Now the stupidity comes in this part. Won't you just have like you got a navigational system, TV, or even a holder? You know what I'm saying? One of those dash phone holders. Like you can't have that. You just can't put it in and it's on the dash and you can still look forward and look over and look forward and look over. Like, is the phone that important? We were talking about, as a country, texting and driving. Stop texting and driving. And you really don't have to text and drive anymore. You could talk to text. So still doing that. Like, and for cars that are more modern, because like I got two cars, so one is like a 2004, like that's the car I drive to work, so it doesn't have the amenities of the newer car that I have, right? But with the newer car, it's like Bluetooth connect, like bam, I could watch YouTube if I want to, or I could listen to it. You get what I'm saying? So you could it's playing. But people are just looking. And I see it all day long, looking, driving, looking. And you could tell, it's kind of like, if you've ever, like, where I jog at is like it's a side street, but it's built like a main street. Because it gets a lot of traffic in a sense at times. But you can, so there's no sidewalk is what I'm saying. You can tell when somebody's been on their phone for a long period of time because it's like when old folks driving and you can see them, some half a mile away and they can't see and they get close and they go, oh. You can see that so many times and people are just, and I'm not talking about the people who like to try to run a person over because their life sucks and they're bitter or whatever, for whatever reason. They purposely try to run people off the road. I see that a lot, but I find that has a racial element to it also because the same road I jog on, there are people who have bikes, who cycle, and they don't look like me. And the same people that are trying to run me over are literally get out, or give the cycler the right of way. So it's like, so you can see it coming where a person, get out, give the cycler right away and then turn to me and they're like, I'm gonna run your ass. It's like, it's crazy. But more importantly, are you people who like driving? Because when I get on the freeway, it's the same thing. Interstate, same thing. Get to go out and get to certain streets, same thing. Like sometimes you can't even get out of a parking lot without somebody just being on the phone. And it's normally, I get the passenger doing it, but I don't get the driver doing it. Because if it's that important, and then ironically, that's one of the funnier things when the passenger's in the car and they give the driver the phone and they show, look at this, look at it. And you see the passenger giving the driver the phone, like, hey, you see that? You see that? Like, you might want to look at the road. One of the reasons I'm talking about this is because, so I'm jogging yesterday, and like I said, I see it. I didn't, what is it? Today's Friday. Yeah, I jogged yesterday. Today's Friday. Yeah, I got to think about it. It's every other day. But in the middle of the road, and somebody swerved off and ran into a tree. It's nothing but a bumper under the tree. And in my mind, I'm like, and maybe about 2 or 3 months back, somebody swerved off and ran into a brick wall. You know, the subdivisions have on the outside, they have the brick, you know. So they ran into somebody's backyard. And drunk driving is one thing. Sleep driving is another thing. But I know I've seen people veer so many times because of their phone. It's ridiculous. So I look at it like, y'all was on that doggone phone. Y'all was on the phone. Because there's no way. Like, you went airborne because you was on the phone. You know? Because there used to be deers back in the day and people would swerve and miss the deers. But deers are not around anymore. You know, they got the little bitty, they're not bobcats, but they're about the size. They're like big cats, like wildcats. They don't come around anymore. Like, I've seen a few of those. It ain't the snakes, because it ain't the snakes. But when I'm when I'm driving to work, I see the same thing. People just, and if you can hear all the tire screeching, normally it's because somebody's on the phone. You know, and the irony of it is, have you ever seen a person drop their phone while they're driving? Because the phone is that important. They'll drop it while they're driving and then just, no, not the phone. Like, you gonna die out here playing around like this, you know. So it's like, it is what it is. You can rewind the video. You can go back to it, okay? Like, you can save it. You can share it to yourself. Don't put yourself in a bad predicament, you know. But I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Peace.